And today I'll be talking about Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin? What is Bitcoin? That sounds like a stupid question to ask right now because everyone should know what Bitcoin is. Or at least so you think. But sadly, not everyone knows what Bitcoin is. There's still people every day that are learning about Bitcoin. They say that it's roughly around 1 million people are invested in cryptocurrencies. 1 million people. This planet has over 8 billion people on the planet, and there's 1 million people, roughly, who are invested in cryptocurrencies. So there's still hundreds of millions of people out there who are not invested in cryptocurrencies, who are not aware of cryptocurrencies, who do not understand cryptocurrency. Some people still think it's a scam. Some people still think it's something that they use for illegal activities. Some people think that Bitcoin is still a bubble. You know, some people think that Bitcoin is centralized. Some people think that it's too decentralized. Some people need to understand just how simple Bitcoin is and how simple Bitcoin wants to make our life. It wants to make our life simple and give us more control. Bitcoin, launched in 2009, is the world's first peer-to-peer currency. It runs on a decentralized peer-to-peer ledger that needs no bank. It's important, guys, it needs no bank. No bank. Bitcoin started it all. It was the first cryptocurrency and launched in an industry that now includes thousands of them. But who invented it? How does it work? Why is it important? We explore this and more for you below. So guys, if you've never learned about cryptocurrency, if you never learned about Bitcoin and you want to understand a simple explanation to Bitcoin, I will explain it to you guys. Bitcoin is a peer-to-peer cryptocurrency. Think of it as a digital token. You can't physically touch or hold Bitcoins, and all Bitcoin transactions are logged on a public, decentralized, immutable ledger, which means that you can see the money moving around. You can see how much is moving around, but you don't know who's moving the money. You don't know where it's going. You know the wallet it's going to and it's coming from, but you don't know who owns said wallets. And you got some Bitcoins that are just sat there that are not doing anything. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin just sat there and hasn't moved from one wallet to the next one ever. You know, that's just amazing. Did you know the first official purchase using Bitcoin was for a pizza in May 2010? 2010 in May. That's incredible, guys. I remember 2010 like yesterday. And little did I know that Bitcoin was a digital token. It's not a physical token, it's not
It's
a physical
13
coin.
hours.
Sorry guys, it's not a physical token, it's not a physical coin. It's a digital token. Digitally interact with Bitcoin. May 22 is now celebrated as Bitcoin Pizza Day. I didn't know that, and I'm a dedicated cryptocurrency student. Like that's what I see myself as. I see myself as a student in this space. So I'm not a financial advisor, guys. Just in case, I just need to let you guys know that I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. This video is for educational purposes, and it's for entertainment. The original appeal of Bitcoin was a new way to pay for goods and services that doesn't rely on a centralized bank. Governments or credit providers. These days there are ongoing debates over whether Bitcoin is really whether Bitcoin really functions as an everyday money or more as a store of value. The digital gold argument. It is digital gold, to be honest. That's what it was built for. It's built to give us more control. So you can own Bitcoin without signing up to any bank. You don't have to give anyone your personal information. You can own Bitcoin this way. You can mine Bitcoin. And the mining of Bitcoin will not stop anytime soon. Bitcoin will be being mined for the next 50 to 100 years. Imagine that. No one really knows for sure, but the person or persons mostly directly responsible use the pseudonym. Um, I don't know how to pronounce that word. I do apologize. Satoshi Nakamoto is the name most associated with Bitcoin. In fact, each unit of Bitcoin is known as a Satoshi. When they authorized a white paper in October 2008 called Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, I did not know the white paper was available in October 2008. So they must have been working on this for a few years. Who knows how long they were working on this system? Who knows? They're probably working on this thing since 2001. They're probably working on this thing before the 2000s even started, or they're probably working on Bitcoin before in the 90s when I was born. That's incredible. That's incredible. And they launched a white paper in 2008 October, guys. I want you guys to understand. I never even knew that's when the white paper was launched. So people could learn about it before the coin officially launched, before the token became officially available. It was published on a small mailing list um, for cryptography fans. Cryptography fans. Interesting. Okay, so in January 2009, the software to create the currency was released, followed shortly after by the first ever block mine on the network known as the Genesis block, the first block in a blockchain, the Genesis block. The inventor or inventors go by the name of Satoshi Nakamoto, the most associated name with Bitcoin. And let me say, reporters have have investigated almost everyone who's in connection with anyone who has this name, Satoshi Nakamoto, a mysterious character or characters that many have tried to find, some more successful than others. We've tried, guys, we've tried to find them, but we can't. So, Bitcoin, we actually don't know if it's a male who created it, if it's a woman who created it, if it's a group of people. We honestly don't know who created Bitcoin. The first identifiable person to get involved in Bitcoin was a programmer named Hal Finney, who downloaded the software, needed to run it, and on January 12, 2009, he received 10 Bitcoin, making it the first ever Bitcoin transaction. Incredible. I didn't even know this. I did not know this. I'm educating you guys about Bitcoin, and I'm educating myself about Bitcoin. Hal Finney. He was the first person to download the software and mine some Bitcoin, guys, in 2009, January the 12th. Incredible. Very incredible. For a while, Satoshi Nakamoto and a few others mined currency on the network. Read more about how mining works in our mining guide. Before mysteriously disappearing, handing over the control to another programmer named Gavin Andresen. That's interesting. So for a while, Satoshi Nakamoto and a few others mined currency on the network. So Satoshi Nakamoto was actually mining Bitcoin at one stage. Incredible. So Bitcoin, because it's not a pre-mine coin, which means that if it was a pre-mine coin, Satoshi could have taken maybe 1 million Bitcoin tokens for himself and left only 20 million for the rest of the world. But because it's a decentralized mineable coin, there weren't any pre-mined coins, means that Satoshi himself had to mine Bitcoin for himself in order to secure his future because he believed in his project. He or she or the group of people who created Bitcoin, they were mining it when it was first launched. So apparently, they mysteriously, or he mysteriously, or she mysteriously disappearing, handing control over to another programmer. I think the reason why they might have disappeared was because they really started to see that it's actually possible that Bitcoin will someday hit 34,000 pounds. Incredible. I love this. I love this. Handing over control to another programmer named Gavin Andresen. What was so special about Bitcoin? Bitcoin had qualities that no other form of digital cash has ever cash had gotten quite right in the past. Decentralization. No one or group owned or controlled it. Peer to peer. No third party like a bank needed to confirm it or unapprove transactions. Borderless. Bitcoin can be moved easily across the world at smaller fees and faster speed than traditional money transfer. Immutable. It's near impossible to change or tamper with the blockchain transaction. Prevents double spending. This was a problem many prior digital currency had tried to crack before. Did you know around 25% of all Bitcoin has been lost from people losing their keys? That's important. Over 25% of Bitcoin is lost forever, or at least so we think. which means that you can think of the access code. In November 2013, an IT consultant accidentally threw away a hard drive with a private key of 7.5 thousand bitcoins. That loss is worth somewhere around 350 million today. I think I heard about this. They tried to find a hard drive in a dump. It was on a garbage dump and they tried to find it, and I don't think they did. So many sad stories about Bitcoin and who've lost their Bitcoin because they didn't know how valuable 7,000 Bitcoin would be today. Oh my God. Will people ever go Bitcoin treasure hunting? That's my question. Or is it just destroyed and lost forever? I think it's destroyed and lost forever. How is Bitcoin created? Picture gold under the ground. We know it's there, but its value is hidden until a miner digs it up. In Bitcoin world, a miner underneath Bitcoin unherds Bitcoin by using expensive computers to solve cryptographic puzzles in real time that mines bundles of transaction records, blocks to the chain. Want to know about mining? Check out our guide on mining. You guys can check that out for yourself and learn about cryptocurrency mining. Want to know more about mining? Check out our guides on mining. I read that twice. Sorry, guys. The list goes on. You know, in Satoshi's white paper, they designated that there could only be 21 million Bitcoin created, but we haven't hit that cap yet. Miners get rewarded for their efforts with small amount of new Bitcoins, and the miner rewards is half every 4 years as a measure to slow the creation of new Bitcoins. At the current rate of mining, all Bitcoins will be mined somewhere around 2,140. Goodness. We are 119 years away from that, or 120 years. How do you get hold of Bitcoin? Well, you can buy some using fiat currency, using Coinbase and exchanges, crypto exchanges, and you can also mine it by setting up your own mining rig in your house or a company to mine it, and it can be very profitable. You can learn more about this on YouTube and or research. So, what are some things you can do with Bitcoin? Pay, make purchases, gamble, digital rights management, identity. Thanks to the unique double key system using Bitcoin wallets, the Bitcoin blockchain can use as a way to verify your identity online. In 2013, the FBI made 48 million by selling 144,000 Bitcoin it had seized from criminals using the currency. They sold 144,000 Bitcoin. Imagine how much that would be worth right now. Oh my God, they must be kicking themselves in their ass. Oh my God, that's probably worth over 1 billion right now. That's definitely worth over a few. That's worth a few billion right now, maybe 10, 20 billion right now, if not more. If not more. If not more, guys. This is so incredible. What is Bitcoin wallet? It's like a regular wallet. It places a place to keep your valuables, but digitally. When it comes to Bitcoin, those valuables are your keys, strings of numbers and letters held a piece of software you can store your phone, the web, or a computer. Or to be extra safe, you can write down your keys somewhere completely offline. Yes, it's best to keep it offline, away from the internet, away from anything with an internet connection or with a phone. The future. We know that Bitcoin will be mined somewhere around 2,140. In the meantime, the future of Bitcoin and its value is uncertain and fluctuates. The larger debate over Bitcoin best you can range on, will it become an everyday currency or just a store of value? I don't think it has to become a store of value. I don't think it has to become an everyday currency. It can be whatever the hell it wants. Bitcoin is whatever we want it to be. We give Bitcoin value. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys learned something, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.